He was completely emaciated. Oh, the 10th fawn that we've gotten in this year. Precious little Bebo. Those little teethers. Look at this boy biting my toe. Releasing these 3 cringe possums. Another orphan bat pup. Sure hope nothing happens to this bird. Greetings, Sigmas. It is a lovely evening here at the Urban Rescue Branch. I finally fixed all of the lights here. We have 2 foxes, a beaver. My bite marks have healed up pretty well since that last little run-in with baby Gronk. Wart, Quandale, and Kumala all live comfortably here in this yard. But tonight I need to take the eggs from these nests because it keeps raining. And these goofy birds keep laying their eggs where it rains. Even though they both have plenty of little sheltered areas where they could be laying their eggs if they wanted to. Also, this is my dog, Boo Boo. This is the little noise that Patrick makes. Listen. Basically barks with his throat. But look how precious this little fellow is. But I finally hung up lights in this whole area here. You can see Patrick real well, especially when he's being all cute and adorable like this. And he has all this fresh grass to eat in here. But because of the rain, it's getting pretty muddy out here. But I finally fixed all the lights back here. Most of them have either broken or just gone out. But the next step is gonna, oh, Patrick's peeing. But the next step is gonna be to go ahead and hang lights on this eagle flight pen. So that's gonna be a long, dangerous task. But all right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead back there and harvest those eggs that Soldier Boy is sitting on. Even though I have an open wound here, I had a buddy prescribe me for some antibiotics for this just in case, because you never know. You have to be careful when you get bit by animals. Hey, buddy, are you hanging out on a bunch of... Oh, he made it out of twig. This is a much nicer nest, Soldier. Oh, okay, calm down, buddy. This is a much nicer nest. Look at this, you guys. He made it out of twigs. I have to go harvest it, though, or else they're gonna stop laying eggs. And by now, they're already probably rained on and disgusting. Just because it's under a tree doesn't mean it doesn't get waterlogged every time we get a storm. Let's see what happens if I stick my foot out. Ooh, he bit the shoe. Come on, buddy, stand up. Oh, don't get me. Oh, no. Oh, he got me in the chest. That little boy, he attacked me right here in the chest. You see that? Look at that, you guys. He went right for the chest. Either way, he didn't keep attacking me. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab these eggs. But look at this cute little nest. Oh, here he comes. Hey, buddy, these are already wet and they're not going to hatch no matter what you do. No matter how good of a dad you think you are, you're never going to be able to hatch these little eggs. But it is really cute that he made it out of all these twigs, you guys. Yes, they are just big old birds. And I can't believe these dinosaurs actually ate that little songbird earlier today. This little fella, look at him coming over to us. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I can't believe that just happened. Honestly, one of the most incredible things I've ever seen on the farm was Kevin's daughter eating that bird mid-flight. That was actual dinosaur behavior. I could also put these in the incubator, but I think they'd be better in my fridge. And aside from maybe crocodile farming, this is the closest thing we can get to actually farming raptors or big old dinosaurs in today's day and age. Except for maybe Komodo dragon or leatherback sea turtles. And because Texas is on the coast, I think we actually can legally rehabilitate sea turtles. Because sea turtles basically are just native Texas reptiles, we could turn this into a saltwater pond and just start hoarding hatchlings. And all of the rats that I buy at the store have no way of escaping from this flight pen. But they have plenty of places to hide, and I leave food scraps in here for them to eat. I think they are just about ready to be released now. Oh, Big Rig! I love when big rigs drive by my home at 12 a.m. This is one of the many orphan bat pups that we've gotten in the last couple weeks. They're doing very well. Guys, look at my dog, Boo Boo. Good morning, everybody. I'm here reading with my dog, Boo Boo, who is 2 seconds away from pooping on my bed. Today's his enrichment day. I'm letting him run around the house so he can get all of his zoomies out. It's important for his development to be able to run around and climb things. But he does not know his name. Boo Boo, come here. Come here, Boo Boo. Boo Boo. This is my dog, Boo Boo.
Listen, we have a little barn swallow that we found bottom of the barn floor probably about 3 weeks ago.
Another day, another victory for the OG. Breaking down the sweats, the imposters among us, and I am currently releasing these 3 cringe possums I found in my garage. These are 3 of the many little possums that escaped our enclosures and made their home in my garage eating mice. Well, it's nice to have some in there. I don't need 3. All right, you guys, I'm releasing these possums in here, and we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm also cutting these branches. This is a nice willow sapling for my beaver. Oh, look at that little bugger run. Hey, you're gonna be running from me like that if you don't like like this video. All right, buddy, come on, you gotta let go. This is an excellent place for this precious little possum to go because there's tons of food and all kinds of little creatures that live in this creek. And at nighttime, this is a little highway for frogs and crawfish. I have my friend Dream, the Hit Minecraft YouTuber, helping me. But all right, everybody, I always put a new stack of branches in here every 2 to 3 days for this precious little Bebo, who is still very much a baby and sounds just like a human toddler. Listen to this little boy. Now he's got all this fresh green willow saplings to eat, and he will not need to eat food other than this rodent block, a little bit of chop, and some cordgrass that I picked for a few days. I also like to throw a little bit in his water there. As you can see, this little fella is acting like a normal beaver. I still let him out to swim around the pond, and I'll show you guys that later. He's growing and developing very well, and he's officially weaned. So we've officially rescued and raised our first baby beaver. All right, everybody, this is Shlubu number 800 of the year. This is my dog, Boo Boo. This is actually like the 10th fawn that we've gotten in this year, and this little guy did need to come in. And I actually just got a call about another fawn back to back, the same situation. But I told those people, please do not bring the fawn in unless you are positive that mama has not come back. And honestly, even then, it's still fine. But I said this 100 times before, you guys. Do not kidnap fawns if you find them in your yard. They do not need to be rescued if they're alone. Mama is coming back. If you see vultures picking at them, if you have dogs attacking them, if mama is not coming back and they're really emaciated and skinny, then you can call us and bring them in, or call your local wildlife rehab and bring them in. But if they are just little fellas sitting in your yard, even if it's fenced in, it doesn't matter. Mama can jump a fence. She knows what she's doing. She laid them there in the fence because it's safe. But this precious little barred owl that we got, that's a little baby, is doing so much better now, you guys. Look at the back of his head. He's about ready to go outside to a flight pen. And I thought for sure that this little guy was not going to make it when I saw the back of his head all raw and fleshy. Because when he came in, the back of his head was completely red and raw. Also, look how clean everything is. We're having a bit of a lull now with all of the possums and raccoons, which is so nice. We're also referring them to other rehabbers that really want them. We got too much going on to be getting 500 raccoons every day. But thankfully, we haven't been getting any raccoon calls for a while. And this precious little screech owl is about ready to go outside as well. Also, I went ahead and I separated the two animals that attacked me the most, and I put them together in here. Garbanzo beans and the baby are being to. Also, I'm eating some ice cream that I got from the fridge. Look at this boy biting my toe. Also, look how weird my toes are, you guys. But these guys I have in here because they're precious and adorable, and they have tons of shade all day. I also wanted the baby to gain some weight, which he has. Garbanzo Beans' wife is over here pooping in this water that I need to change. And because his wife is trying to make a nest again, I'm giving them layer pellets, and that's another reason why I have them separated back here. And this is actually that other duck that flew away that I couldn't catch to release. But Ian and Sky helped me clean out the barn today. Still a lot of trash that I need to sort through, but now we don't have this food getting all moldy here, and we can store it in here where it's nice and clean. Also, look at my little babies in here. But the 3 possums that we just released were living right here for the last probably 4 weeks. And now the whole garage is nice and organized. And look how big and mature my babies are getting. Good morning, everybody. This is my dog, Boo Boo. And I've said that about a lot of little animals that we've had here, but this is actually my dog, Boo Boo. Been so focused on editing all the old videos that I haven't been making any new videos for you guys. But look at this little fella. He can jump off the counter. And he was never big enough or healthy enough to do that. This little guy, when he came in, was covered in bot flies. He had a skin infection, a respiratory infection. He was and still is a tiny bit horribly emaciated. And now he has this whole bedroom in my house to himself. This is a teeny baby that we are going to have for at least 6 to 7 more months. He's not going to be able to be released until he's about 8 or 9 months old. And all you have to do to get a coyote pup to be scared of you before they go back to the wild is just go blah, 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 and spend a lot less time with them. And it also helps if you don't have a big thing of food in your hands. But when he came in, he was emaciated and only like 1 pound. And now he's 3.5 pounds. But when we found, oh, he's peeing. He was peeing. But when we found this precious little fella, he was all alone, covered in bot fly larvae. He had tons of little skin lesions and infections on his thighs. You remember that, you guys? And this is genetically the same exact thing as a dog. These little guys can breed with dogs, and then their babies are actually fertile, so they don't make mules. So if you guys remember, there was a big botfly larva in there that we pulled out, and pustules on his skin that we had to shave off. Not to mention he was completely emaciated and covered in fleas, ticks, and mites, and all other kinds of nasty little things. And while some of you guys might be saying, wait a minute, isn't that a wild animal, Uncle Ben? You shouldn't be kissing on it and loving on it. That's true, but we actually have this guy for the next 7 months. And because it's going to take about 7 months for this guy to go back to the wild completely, We get the amazing privilege of getting to raise this little fella and love on him like his parents would for the next 3 or 4 months. But after that time period, I'm going to go ahead and put him outside, and hopefully we can pair him with another baby coyote or a juvenile, where we will eventually stop spending as much time with him. We'll start feeding him live animals or dead animals a lot more often, and we won't feed him in front of him. Like they do in the wild, he will eventually leave us to go be on his own. And anytime a visitor or somebody else comes here, he is terrified of them. And he only lets me and maybe 1 or 2 other human beings actually come in and touch him. But look at how beautiful this creature is. And it's been a dream of mine ever since I was little to have a coyote pup that we raise and take care of. And now we get the amazing privilege in a few months to get this guy back into the wild. And until then, I have the amazing privilege of letting him poop and pee all over my guest room in the house that I just spent a lot of money building. But I don't care because I've wanted to do this my whole life. And boy, does this little creature poop a lot and indiscriminately all over this place. He doesn't poop on pee pads. If we put pee pads and other things like that in here, he just tears them up. I also give him tons of toys, but he always just destroys them because he's a coyote. And just like a puppy, he likes to be chased around and hide and grabbed and picked up, and he loves to be roughhoused. And his bites really don't hurt all that much. Look at this, you guys. But I have been bit pretty bad by him, but I do want to show you his teeth. Look how sharp those little teethers are. Wow. Whoa, it's me from the future now, and I'm officially all caught up with my videos. So from now on, I'm actually going to be making story vlog style like I used to. Thank you guys for being so patient. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Oh, look at this little road runner.